Good morning, everybody, here from Panama City Beach. It's a little overcast, but that's okay. I got my run in this morning. I did 3 miles. It was challenging, I'm not going to lie, but I got it done. And I'm proud of myself for that, because that's what we talk about, right? Being proud of ourselves when we make an effort, when we get up and do something that's challenging or that we don't feel great at. You got to give yourself the credit. So today we are going to do 15 minutes of Absession. One of my favorite workouts. Let's start the timer. Yeah, I'm only doing 15 minutes this morning. That's just what's on tap. So reach up, lean to one side, get a good stretch, but not too much since you're not warm. Reach up as high as you can to the sky, open up. What do you need to remember about ab exercises? You've got to keep them tight. Okay, and you have to breathe. You're going to want to hold your breath and kind of muscle through these exercises. Don't do it. Okay, so I want you to lay on your mat. I'm going to try to not roll down the stairs. That would be awesome to not do that. Make sure you say hi to me. And you don't have to, but I like it. Okay, so I want you to lay on your back and put your hands under your butt. So you're going to squeeze up and lower, open and close. Squeeze up, slowly, lower, slowly, open and close. Everything is done, controlled. There's no flinging, there's no rocking. My legs are not liking me very much right now, but that's okay. Maria, good morning. I have a lot of work to do on my house, so the fact that it's overcast, I'm like, okay, now I can just kind of hunker down for the day and make stuff happen. Take those breaks when you need them. No shame in that at all, at all. I have to give a shout out to two of my very awesome dear friends, Berkeley and Liza. They both have a birthday today, St. Patty's Day. So I called them and sang them really bad renditions of Happy Birthday. That's kind of what we do for each other. I'm going to double up my mat for this one, so if you're on a hard floor, you might want to do that too. There's a big machine that you might have seen in the gym that they usually keep in a corner, and it has cables all over it, and at one end of the cable are the plates, and you can kind of mark how heavy you want. So we're going to pretend like we're working on that machine, and we're grabbing handles on the other end of the cable, and we are pulling them down. Now I want you to imagine that you have 10, 15, 20-pound plates on the other end of those cables, and you are trying to use your abs to get your elbows to your legs. If you can't get them all the way to your legs, who cares? Doesn't matter. But squeeze and just pretend like you're pulling those plates, but then you release them slowly. You don't let them go quickly so that they slam down. Squeeze. Good morning, Donna. Welcome. You can do it. Just take those breaks when you need to. Again, if you can't get your elbows all the way to your legs, who cares? I just want you squeezing, because you're going to feel this all the way down your abs. And done. Awesome work. The next one we're doing, getting on our back. And I want you in this position. I want one of your legs straight. The other one is bent. You're going to come down, sit up, and reach towards that foot. Now, what if you can't get up without kind of jerking your body? Tuck this foot underneath your sofa. So you might, if your sofa's right here, kind of tuck it under and keep the other foot out to the side, or ask someone to hold your foot for you. That's another option. So hands up, come up and reach towards that foot. You can hold a light weight for this if you want. You will get better at these. If you find that you have to tuck your foot, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You will get there if you keep it up. Really squeeze. Okay, other side. So adjust your position, squeeze up and over. Again, you're gonna wanna kind of go like this and jerk your body, but the problem is I don't want you to do that. I want you to squeeze in a slow and controlled way. You are in charge of your body. If you can only get up to here and you just can't get up the rest of the way without going really slowly or sort of helping push yourself up, do what you have to do, but I want the concentration to stay here. Aiding yourself is fine. Woo! We did legs and abs a couple days ago, so my abs are still feeling it. Good job. We went a little bit longer on that one. Sorry. Okay, so the next one I want you to do is you are in this position. I need to stretch it out for a second. Okay, so we're going to do bicycles, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Again, it's all about squeezing. It's not about being perfect. It's just about squeezing, being slow, being controlled, and breathing. As I said before, you're going to want to muscle through these exercises, and part of doing that is holding your breath and just kind of like trying to pound them out. Don't do that. Keep your breathing regulated. Focus on your breathing, and then that takes concentration off how much your abs are on fire. Oh, and don't pull on your head. My hands are lightly behind my head. They're not pulling on it. And if you can't touch your knee to your leg, don't worry about it. Mine's not touching. Oh. 3 to 4 second breaks when you need them. Oh my gosh. Killing me. My abs are on total fire right now. So taking those breaks. Oh my gosh, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. So good. So good, but so challenging. Okay, next one. One of my faves. Your arms are out to the side. I sometimes do it with legs almost straight. I feel like my head is behind the pole. With this one, our knees are bent. We keep them together. You lower to one side and then to the other. Now the fight is keeping your lower back on the ground. Engage those abs, make them work, make them fight. Keep the small of your back on the ground as long as possible. When you can't do it anymore, that's when you go to the other side. Guys, we're rocking this out, which makes me happy. And I can go in and cook breakfast for mi familia. And like I said, start working on the house, getting some stuff done. So lower, 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 keep those knees together. And you fight, 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 and see now the small way back comes up. So now I'm going to the other side. Fight as hard as you can, as long as you can. And then you go to the other side. If this this was easy, everyone would do it. Why do most people not do it? It's hard. It's hard to do these things. It's challenging, gets you out of your comfort zone. But oh my gosh, the payoffs are so incredible. They really are. Like that run this morning was challenging. It's super muggy, and we're done. And I did it anyway, and I kept going. I think I walked once or twice just for like 20 seconds, and I didn't feel bad about that because I was still out there doing it and trying and making that effort. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I want you to reach around as far as you can on this side, and then as far as you can on this side. You can follow your hands with your eyes. And the whole point is you want to get a really good rotation in your trunk, right? Because think about how often you make this motion. Grabbing something, handing it to someone, reaching up, putting things down, reaching into the back seat to give your kids something. And it's also a really easy way to tweak your back and get that little like, oh, where you can't sleep. Every movement is kind of painful. You want to strengthen those muscles so that that doesn't happen. And I know that because it used to happen to me all the time. All right, you ready? So really squeeze your abs. And by crossing your feet, you're really isolating. Hi, Angela. You can use a small weight. Just kind of move it from side to side. Squeeze, squeeze. You can do it. Such a simple exercise, right? But so challenging. Three, two, one, and done. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, next one. Also, very simple in the sense of this is an exercise you've probably been doing most of your life, but you've also probably been doing it wrong most of your life because I know whenever I did it in school or with a trainer, it was not correct. So we are going to do a sit-up. You may need to tuck your feet under something or ask someone to hold your feet. And the whole point of this is we are using our abs to bring us up without pulling on our head, come up, and then lower down. So it's a basic sit-up, but a lot of people do it wrong. They pull on their head, they make a jerking motion to get themselves up. I do not want you doing that. I want you to make your abs work as hard as possible, and that's by squeezing to pull you up and squeezing to lower you down in a slow and controlled way. Now, understand that if you're tucking your feet, that's where you start out. You will get to the point where you don't have to tuck your feet anymore. So don't let it be something that discourages you. You're still going to feel this in a huge way. When you need those breaks, take them. No shame, and remember, don't pull on your head. Your hands are lightly behind there. Lower down slowly. Don't hold your breath. You're going to start wanting to, especially as we get towards the end, which is 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. How are we doing time-wise? Oh my gosh, we're done. There you go. Well, you know what? Let's do one more. Are you guys up for that? Let's just work our obliques because we all know the love handles. Those are a very hard thing to get rid of as you get older, especially if you've had kids. Bottom arm out. You're going to squeeze, okay? Now, what do you want to remember? Squeezing, 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 isolating that muscle making it work. Okay, so bottom arm is out. Not pulling on your head either. Put your hand there. You feel it? Whew. Come on. We can do it. Okay, other side. Let's do 30 seconds on each side. And then we're done. Done, done, done. Bottom arm out. And remember, not pulling on our head. That is not something we're doing. Put your hand there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, we're done. Okay, just lay on your back for 1 second. Stretch your hands and feet as far away from each other as they'll go. Rock up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you liked it. Reach up, lean to one side, lean to the other. Give yourself some hugs. I'm not sure about tomorrow morning. I will let you know later. I will update. Have an awesome, awesome, beautiful day. I'm here if you need me, if you need support, encouragement.